I suffer from Hashimoto's Graves' disease. You're looking at a few of the symptoms that I go through. An enlarged goiter, which is like a double chin, but it really is an enlarged thyroid. Shaky hands, cold skin, dropping weight for no reason, going bald. Let's not forget the wonderful leaky gut syndrome, which causes horrible diarrhea and sometimes the opposite, terrible constipation. Thyroid disease caused my CHF, congestional heart failure. Thyroid disease caused me to have an arterial fibrillation, which is a serious heart arrhythmia or irregular heartbeat. Thyroid disease caused me to have bulging eyes, frequent bowel movements, skin irritations such as the ones that you see. I've actually had those boils that are that you see in the picture on your leg. I've had to take steroids to get them to go away, but that was the thickening of your skin on your shins and the tops of your feet. Had me looking like an alligator, y'all. This is just a little of the medication that I take every day. This doesn't include my diabetes medications, but that's the pills that I take. That lady mentioned Graves' rage. That is something that I suffer from, and this is just a little about it. She felt the need to discuss my child and my financial situation, which I have to admit is not that great. I've been struggling, and she knew about that only because she was in No Crabs in the Barrel, and she purported to be my friend. I've also been the victim of a hit and run by a drunk driver, which is in addition to all my chronic conditions. So, the weed thing. First off, for my conditions, they want me to take a lot of stuff like opioids, which I refuse to take. So here's a few facts about marijuana.
But did you know that it's legal in 8 states for recreational use? It's legal in 20 states for medical use, and it's illegal in the remaining 22 states. Now, did you know that marijuana has many reported health benefits, backed by both science and research? Marijuana contains 2 key ingredients. The first is a psychoactive ingredient that causes the high effects. It is known as tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC for short. This is the main psychoactive ingredient of marijuana. THC attaches to cannabinoid receptors in the brain that include thinking, memory, sensory, and time perception. This is how THC plays a role in the psychological effects you may have while under the influence of marijuana. THC has also been used for its pain-relieving effects. A study published in the Journal of Pain and Palliative Care Pharmacotherapy suggests that THC activates pathways in the central nervous system which work to block the pain signals from being sent to the brain.
Remember that this YouTube channel is not to offer individual patients advice. Rather, it's more for educational and information. If you think you have a condition that is causing you chronic pain, talk to your doctor to get a proper diagnosis and a treatment plan for you. Chronic pain is pain that is ongoing, everyday pain, and it lasts at least 6 months. And how common is chronic pain? Well, unfortunately, chronic pain is very common. It affects 1 in 5 adults in Canada and 1 in 3 seniors in Canada. Chronic pain is very costly to society, mainly because it may lead to disability, it may lead to mental health issues, and it also because of loss of productivity and because of the healthcare utilization. Chronic pain may lead to disability. Not everybody who has chronic pain will have a disability, but those who have, I call this the invisible disability because nobody can see what they have. Chronic pain is an invisible disease. Usually people don't have anything to show. It doesn't show in any tests like MRIs or X-rays. And people usually say, well, it must be in your head, or it must be normal because you can't find anything wrong. But the person is suffering, and what's worse, the person may be very disabled. So unfortunately, chronic pain is a cause of invisible disability. I'd like to talk to you about another type of disease that can cause chronic pain that not a lot of people know about it. It's called nociplastic pain, and the example of this is fibromyalgia. So what is nociplastic pain? Why nociplastic pain causes chronic pain? Well, it's because it's a malfunctioning of the pain system. So if you think about the pain system as the alarm system of a house. So the alarm system is there to protect the house. People will install sensors like smoke detectors, water for leakage in the basement, or burglar detector. And those sensors will then carry the information to a box on the wall, and from the box on the wall will send information to the office downtown somewhere or in another city. Then this alarm office, they will send the response to the house. They will send the police, the ambulance, or the fire truck. Well, what happens with our alarm system of our body, which is the pain system, this pain system, we also have receptors. We have receptors in our skin, in our bones, in our muscles, in our organs to detect if something is wrong. Like to detect if there is a high temperature or cold temperature, or if there is something wrong. These sensors will then send information to the spinal cord, then the spinal cord will send to the brain, and then the brain will send a response saying, okay, I'm taking care of this, you don't need to do anything, just take care of yourself and I will send a response. Well, imagine that this alarm system of the body can also be malfunctioning, like the alarm system of a house. So if you have an alarm system of a house that is malfunctioning, there might be a short circuit. So you open the cupboard of your house and the alarm goes off. Or the volume of the alarm system is very loud. So instead of just alerting the house, people who live in the house, it's alerting the whole neighborhood. So in our pain system, it can also be malfunctioning. This is what we call nociplastic pain. So there might be sensations, for example, that if we touch our skin with a paper tissue and then we feel pain, or the alarm system of our body may be super sensitive and the volume is turned up. And I usually tell my patients, this must be horrible because you're feeling pain, the pain is there, it's real, but it's very loud in your body. You do anything and it triggers this pain, the volume is very loud, and the worst thing is nobody knows what you have. And people tell you that it's in your head, or even worse, they say that you are imagining this because there's nothing wrong with your body. And no, there is something wrong. The pain system is deregulated, is malfunctioning. So this is what we call nociplastic pain, and unfortunately it's a very common cause of chronic pain.
And then this lady decided that I needed even more, that all that was on my plate wasn't enough. And even though she knew my situation, she decided to attack me anyway. She had no reason. I never came for her. I never said a word about her. We had gone our separate ways, and I thought that as adults we were going to just keep moving in separate directions. But I was wrong. I was wrong to ever trust her. I was wrong to ever confide in her. Yeah, I felt down for a little bit, really down, but You gotta bounce back, because you cannot let lies stand, and you cannot let people bully you into making any moves that you don't plan on making anyway. She can say whatever she wants about me. She can tell as many lies as she wants. I'm gonna pay her dust, because she can't tell you about me. She can't tell you the truth about me, because it's obvious that she doesn't know me. She's misjudged me for being a weakling, and I am a survivor. So I'm gonna turn this negative into a positive, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of information about my disease and what I go through. I'm gonna tell my own story, because it's mine to tell. Thank you guys for listening, and look out for the next video.